warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate. Bide your time, lie in wait. Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. The children grow.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast. I am one of the students, Morg.
I am the other student, Devon.
And I'm the teacher, Dan. This week, we are talking about Sonic Underground. Episode numbers are weird because of the weird episode ordering, but these are the, I believe, 5th and 6th episodes we are discussing. Let's see. To the best of my knowledge, there has been no Sonic news. I will check real quick. Cut this out. Nope, nothing new. Okay. Yeah, Sonic Underground's weird.
Sonic Underground is so strange.
I actually watched it instead of just letting Dan tell me about it because I forgot that was what we were doing for Underground.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
I already watched it.
Yeah, watching it is optional. I kind of forgot that too.
It's okay. It's fine.
Well,
it was a treat. I don't think it's a good show, but it is interesting to hop in at episode 4 and 5.
Yeah.
After remembering absolutely nothing about the rest of the episodes.
Honestly, there is some details in here that I do not think they ever elaborated upon before.
Nope.
What specifically?
This is a show that likes to make you think it has a continuity, but doesn't seem to actually have one. So let's open real quick with episode 102, at least according to this. Actually, I think this is official upload. To Catch a Queen.
To catch a killer queen. Bites the dust.
Yeah. My computer crashed and I didn't save half the notes for this episode, but I've got it open, so I'll just go off of what I remember and what I skimmed through.
I mean, for some reason they start off just driving through maybe a robotropolis? I have no idea where it is. Some kind of weird junkyard area.
Yeah,
They start off this episode actually reminding me that Sonia is married to a full-grown adult, so I'm mad all over again.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, we open with Queen Alina narrating about how this episode is starting, which is Argus, former captain of the guard, trusted ally, was on his way to a secret rendezvous, but was caught by Sleet and Dingo. And the Sonic siblings are gonna save him, and right off the bat, Sonia says, I need to get a present for my adult fiancé, Bartleby.
Yeah, where and why?
I need to get a gift in this hell worldscape that we're in for my full-grown husband, Bartleby, or he'll be upset.
I need to think about this now instead of trying to catch these assholes, It just seemed very out of nowhere, and it never gets brought up again.
Why does she need to be married?
They really didn't need
Why can't it just be her rich brother or something? Adopted brother.
Or boyfriend? Maybe not an adult, but if he's a younger boyfriend.
They could just say
guy,
I'm 16, just like you. That's all it would take.
Yeah.
I'm heated all over again.
Yeah. Argus gets caught by Sleet and Dingo using what they call the baby football trick, which is implied to be a regular trick they do to catch people like Argus.
And it always works.
It always works.
Transforms him into a baby that is also a football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot Sleet had the power to turn Dingo into, like, different objects. So when he did that the first time, I was like, can Dingo turn himself into a baby for no reason?
Yeah, I had no, since I didn't watch this, I had no idea this was his power, that he could just do this.
Yeah, that's sort of his thing. And how the plan works is the baby football gets thrown like a football, and he shouts out, "Oh no, somebody please catch my baby!" And the person, because they're always good guys, I assume, catch the baby, turns back into Dingo's regular form, and he catches them.
Works every time.
So, we cut ahead. The Sonic siblings find where he crashed while trying to escape, and they find Argus's, like, keys and dog tags. They figure out he's a captain of the guard. They find a photo of him with them as babies and their mom, who is conspicuously covered by, like, a cloak.
This episode loves to just have her in this cloak.
Yeah. Like all of her, like, I get, like, I don't know, it's so goofy, like...
Maybe that's just what she looks like. Maybe she is just a cloak.
I mean... She's just a cloak.
That's part of it. Like, they show her without the cloak, but it's mostly very, very, like, specific things, like statues and photos and, like, and shit like that. But
to hide her identity...
In this episode...
To hide her identity from Robotnik, she simply turned herself into a cloak.
Yeah. You would never guess. They're gonna, like, try to do some... I guess they're gonna, like, rescue him. And... yeah, they go off to do that. Sleet turns Dingo into a fly to spy on them. And we cut ahead. Robotnik and Sleet have Argus caught in this, I guess, roboticizer. Tell him to give up the information where Queen Alina is. And he doesn't reveal it, so Robotnik just turns him into a robot. The Sonic siblings are just too late to save him. And they have this revelation. So, apparently very high-ranking robots, and they would make a former captain of the guard a high-ranking robot, get induction ceremonies?
Yeah, you know. Robots have a chain of command.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Something we've always known.
So, they're gonna go catch him during the induction ceremony. And this induction ceremony, it does appear to be, like, an actual ceremony. They've invited a bunch of, like, rich people to watch him put on this whole show about... oh, fuck. I'm skipping past things I forgot to mention. Okay. First the induction ceremony. He just gives this big speech about how the robot is now enthralled to do his bidding and has to fight enemies of the state. But I did miss one thing, which is they do very much reiterate upon the fact that in these 90s cartoons, Sonic's catchphrase is "I'm waiting."
I'm waiting.
He also talks about juice again.
Oh, and juice. That's another thing.
His siblings have to constantly
Juice me!
His siblings have to constantly remind him that they're waiting.
Yeah.
Juice me.
Sonic gets mad when they steal his catch. Hey, are we taking stupid pills or something? Juice me, brother!
Sonic XY?
Sonic XY.
He doesn't have a belly button.
He doesn't have a belly button.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Neither does Shadow.
Come to think of it. Yeah, Shadow is
Shadow's
like
literally
Dark
blind.
Kyle XY.
I thought you said dark and black.
Fuck. Okay, he's Darkiplier Kyle XY.
I thought you said dark.
Shadow becomes a Twitch streamer.
No!
Uh,
Oh my god.
so,
Oh no. He has a game remote.
the Sonic siblings, disguise themselves as robots and, like, put on the music for the induction ceremony. Yeah, using this, it's the perfect cover. I think one of them pops smoke. They manage to, like, rescue Argus, and they do something. They establish a new power for them, which is they can use their medallions to blast lasers at robots and remember what they were like before they were robots.
Quick question before we get to the laser stuff.
Yeah.
Did we know Sonya can, like, lift heavy things?
Oh, right. So there's, like, a bit where like, they're moving things around, and Sonic's having a hard time pushing Sonya's, like, big setup around. And then Sonya just lifts it, and I think this is also a new power established. They have never said Sonya is, like, the strong one. They've given her, like, nimbleness and roguish ability, but not this. It's a new one.
Also, in that scene, we do establish that Sonic is once again being a cop because he tells Manic to stop stealing from Robotnik. And I say, no, Manic, you can keep stealing from Robotnik.
Yeah, that's, like, a thing that comes up a lot in this show. Like, Manic wants to steal things, but Sonic thinks stealing is bad. Like, there's this whole concept of, like, freedom fighter versus just criminal, and it's really annoying in our modern day philosophies where stealing is actually pretty good and okay if you're stealing from a bad person.
I am forced to deal with the unfortunate realization that Sonic would say, well, the protesters were looting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I am forced to confront this unfortunate thing.
At least this one.
This
Oh my
unfortunate
God.
Sonic would
Yeah.
say, well...
So, yeah, they pop smoke. They shoot lasers at Argus and make him remember what he was like before. And we cut ahead to later. They've taken him to a park bench somewhere, and are just trying to find out where Queen Alina is supposed to be. But, like, just as he's telling them, his programming kicks back in. And I think we establish another thing about their powers. First off, this power is temporary. Second off, they have an MP bar.
Yeah, they keep having to recharge it in both of these episodes.
They have an MP bar, and this is brought up later, but it's brought up that every time they do their like song bits, that uses up the MP bar. It's in real time and it uses it up.
Yeah. They're actually performing these songs.
And it is to their detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems impractical, kind of, to like not use them as a weapon, you know?
You'd think in a show where there's a song every episode, they would want to like give them an incentive to do the song by making it charge up their powers. But no, it depletes them.
Or at least just like not mentioning that it is A, in real time, and B, does have consequences.
Yeah. So like they can't get all the information. I think let me figure out what happens next.
He turns evil, and then they go to hit the mean streets of Robotropolis, or wherever this is. And Manic says, like...
I guess this is Robotropolis.
Yeah, Manic is like, oh, don't worry, my homies are going to give us the 411 on where the random drain pipe that our mom could be hiding in is.
Yeah, they sing a song called Have You Got the 411, and it does seem to be just sort of a montage of them giving out help wanted posters to poor people and asking if they've seen their mom, which as it turns out they haven't. They like bribe someone for information. I don't know, that doesn't go anywhere.
They like are about to give up, aren't they? Like after the song.
Yeah, Sylvia's mean to Manic because she's like, "Wow, Manic, where'd your homies go?"
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to help us.
She's like, "Come on."
When they finish this,
what can I do?
When they finish the song, a bunch of people clap for them.
A bunch of people clap and say, "We don't know, bro."
Yeah. But they find someone who might have some information. This weird old chimp man who is definitely not Dingo in disguise.
Definitely not. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, I'll tell you where I saw her. Lol.
Mm-hmm.
They're like in the sewers or something?
Yeah. I think these are like waterworks or something. I assume like this is like some water purification center or something.
Or water putrefaction center, since it is Robotnik.
You know, it's probably that. They convert clean water into sewer water.
Robotnik takes a shit in each of your cups of water himself.
As they're looking, they find like a scrap of cloth that looks like Alina's cloak, but it's not. It's actually a scarf that belongs to Sleet. And they are successfully ambushed, and they establish that apparently Sonia had dinner with him off screen, like this was the reward for information.
Yeah, they just went ahead with that, huh?
Yeah. Not a good pull, I don't think.
Not a good look. Dingo, please, text me. This isn't your heart.
Yeah. God. So, they sort of, like, have to survive the ambush. They climb some water towers. And... what happened? So, yeah, you go ahead.
They climb the water towers, and then Mr. Evil Robot, whatever his name is, Ardent? Argus, thank you. He's climbing up, and then they use that opportunity to kind of like ambush him and make him regain his memories again real quick. And he's like, well, I don't got a lot of time, so I'm going to tell you all the information right now.
Yeah. She's over there. and he points to Alina in, like, who's, like, across a river, just in her cloak.
He points
I
to
thought
the
that
vague
wasn't
silhouette
gonna be
cloak.
her.
I did
like,
too.
legitimately thought that wasn't gonna be her.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
was,
well,
I guess.
Well, when they showed just like a cloak billowing behind a pole, you would think it probably won't be her.
Yeah.
Also, in between this sleet turned dingo to look like oh god, Argus. Thank you. I don't know why his name is slipping from my mind. But
it's a weird name.
So Dingo Argus is like about to attack the queen disguised as Argus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Sonic, like, intercepts him after some, like, pushing from his siblings who know that he's afraid of water.
There is a weird scene in here where Manic has a hoverboard for this one episode, and
I think he has it for the rest of the show.
Oh, okay. Well, he has it here, and nothing ever happens to it. Like, he doesn't really hit it on anything. He goes to try to intercept Argus Dingo, and he's just like, "Oh no, it's all broken. It's been destroyed." Like, out of nowhere, and I don't know when this happened.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's another new power established. So what else happens? So yeah, Sonic, like, climbs up some water towers and does a huge, like, leap across the lake to get to her. And there isn't enough time to actually get to her, so he uses his guitar to, like, cause a cave in to, like, close off the tunnel she's going down. They miss an opportunity to reunite with their mom once again.
Yeah.
But
they prevent the bad guys from getting her too. So
yeah.
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes out. It's a net positive? Maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, this is how these sorts of shows go, I guess. Let's see. Argus, right before he, like, loses control of himself, like, ties or just throws Sleet into a river. Sonic like, handcuffs Dingo Argus to a pipe, and, like, when he tries to, like, break out and attack Sonic, he, like, sends out a huge torrent of water that just plows right into Sleet as he's, like, coming with some SWAT bots to get him, and they escape.
This episode has a funny thing where there are, like, 5 fakeouts of me going, like, okay, now they'll escape, because they do the thing where Argus, like, shoots a laser to cut the water tower that Manic and Sonia are on, and I'm like, okay, now they're gonna meet Sonic and gonna get out of there. But then they don't. And then Dingo breaks the water main that he's tied around and gets washed away. And I'm like, okay, now they're going to escape. But then they don't. And then the robotic robots start attacking them. And they're like, okay, now we escape. And I'm like, you guys could have done that like 5 minutes ago. Your mom has been gone for like 10.
Yeah. Yeah, and the episode just ends after they finally escape, so they were clearly filling for time. And also,
it's not that long of a show, so I don't really understand why you need to fill for time.
Yeah,
it's not that long, and also maybe you could have made me care about Argus. Oh my god, I keep forgetting his name. Argus.
Yeah,
Argus a bit more.
You care so little, you don't even know his name.
And revisiting this, I find myself remembering, oh yeah, the credits are all in Comic Sans.
I like skipped the credits.
Oh my god, someone informed me of this, like, between last time we talked about Underground and now. This came out in 98. This would have been airing around the time Sonic Adventure came out, so...
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you play Sonic Adventure, and then you turn on the TV, and there's these three fuckers singing.
You watch Sonic Underground, and you're like, who the hell is Manic?
Alright, so...
Who's Manic?
Yeah, who's Manic? Why isn't he in the game?
Who's Sonia?
Where the fuck is Amy Rose?
Where's Tails?
Where is Tails?
How could you separate them?
We're
Tails
always
isn't even
asking,
in this
where is
show.
Tails? Where's Knuckles? Where's Tails? We're always asking.
I am constantly asking where Knuckles and Tails are right now.
Yeah. Episode 103, Mobodoon.
The episode where Manic leaves the group forever.
Yeah.
He's gone, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to see his weird gravity-defying spikes anymore.
His weird grass hair.
That turns into birds in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens. So the Sonic siblings are going through this nasty haunted forest to find the lost city of Mobodoon, which I guess it exists in another dimension and rejoins with their dimension, I don't remember, I think
I did
it's
not
really
understand
specific
that
stuff.
at all. I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
they're in another dimension, but it looks the same, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Except it's nicer there.
Also, that they were born there.
Oh yeah, they were born there, and they think they'll find their mom if they go
They
here.
think their mom
I
is
was
just
like, why
chilling
didn't they
out
just
in the other dimension that she couldn't possibly get to. With the...
So, are they on Mobius, in this show?
It might be Mobius. I don't think they've said it wasn't.
Because the place is called Mobodoon or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, Mobodoon on Mobius seems...
Yeah.
dumb. I don't know.
The Lost City...
So they could make the funny Mobadoomed joke.
Yeah. The famous city of Earthageddon.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite city.
Yeah, they're gonna go find it. Sleet and Dingo are following them. Dingo's got turned into a tree. And they find they go through a Dark Souls fog wall to get to Mobodoon.
Yeah, they sure fucking do.
This is fucking an Orlando. It's this beautiful city, cut off from the rest of the world. It looks vaguely Grecian, I guess.
It looks Grecian. It doesn't even look that great, which I don't know if that's just the show kind of looks like that, but it doesn't even look that great.
Yeah.
I
They
think
repeatedly...
it might just be the show.
Yeah. They insist on it. They say it's the most beautiful place they've ever seen.
Sleet and
It's
Dingo
fine.
show up a second later and they're like, oh, this place, it's so festive and bright. I'm just like, bro, it just looks like a random Grecian town.
Mm-hmm. So Manic tries to steal fruit, but someone stops them. But not because it's stealing. It's because the fruit isn't ripe.
Yeah, they don't use money in this world.
Yeah,
What a concept.
Mobodoon is... So the person who tells them about this is the Mayor Winningham. So Mobodoon is a communist democratic monarchy.
Yes.
State, I guess.
Yeah, what? Yeah, because I guess it is a monarchy, because the queen is still...
Yeah, the queen just tends to visit.
The queen seemingly has authority here.
Okay, this made...
I mean, maybe I guess it could be an autonomous zone of in some ways, because it's like
an interdimensional
not
city.
really part of the world. Yeah.
The Mobodoon Autonomous Zone.
Now there's an idea.
Okay, this may just be me. Was anyone else thinking that this mayor lady was evil?
Yeah,
No,
like
I did too.
I was
totally
waiting
did.
for her to
like-
betray them, and she's just like that.
Yeah,
It's
this
just like that.
like this is just
Oh
like a
my
whole.
God.
They have this whole setup for your classic like place that looks nice but is actually fucked up. They have like the mayor who's like following them around, telling them stuff. It's just like that. It's just a really nice place.
It's just a nice place.
There's like a moment later
And-
where they're talking about like, oh, do you know our mom? And she like pauses for a second and then just goes, yeah, we're best friends actually. And I'm like, okay, so she's clearly lying. But no, she's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's not
she even
lying,
says
I
she
guess.
knows all three of them.
I'm
She just
like-
knows them.
Okay.
It's like, what if Twin Peaks was a normal town? That was nice.
Everything's regular here.
What if everything was just regular?
What if everything was perfectly normal and regular?
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, like, oh my god, like, we're gonna get to the end, but, like, the fact that Manic wanted to stay here and then he decided to leave, I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Just,
Why'd
bro,
you
this place
leave?
is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Literally no
So-
downside.
Yeah. They establish they have this power stone that allows them to exist and travel back and forth. So in theory, they could leave whenever they want. But I don't think that's true. Never mind. But they have the power stone.
I like it. but-
1999 Dreamcast.
Yeah, Thanos is looking for their
And-
city for their damn rock.
Mm-hmm. And Mayor Winningham takes Manic to the crib he was raised / born in. Manic has an emotional moment realizing this. And when I say this is like literally just a room with 3 cribs with their faces on it.
This is
yeah,
a
it's
room
very normal.
a room with
It's
3
very
cribs that
normal
they
looking.
walk in from the outside of the street, meaning this room is
Yeah.
just like the foyer.
Yeah.
I love to keep all the children.
Manic's like, well, Sonic is loved and Sonia has too much of a home almost. Ugh. I didn't have a home. I didn't have a home. I'm a little orphan boy, kind of. Raised
Yeah, wait.
to be a criminal on the street.
Who let this boy
guess.
be raised an orphan?
Oh, right. So I should tell you, because
Yeah,
you weren't
he
here
was
for the
raised
first
by, like,
episode.
He was raised by like a bug, man.
Yeah,
What?
so like so what happened was in the first episode when she's like sending them all to their new parents, the like house that Manic gets dropped off, some criminals steal the baby at the welcome mat before the new parent can get there, and they
What?
just adopt the baby.
What? Who just steals a baby from a
Yeah, that's
doorstep?
real.
Hmm.
Yeah. And he's just like raised to be a miscreant, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, he's the only one here willing to steal from Robotnik, so maybe he wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
Truly.
Hmm.
He's the only one that's not a cop. Like,
Mhm.
Manic is the only green life that matters.
Yeah. All right.
but yeah, he's all like emotional about the fact that someone did love him at one point, I guess.
Yeah.
His mother.
Yeah. So Sonic and Sonia are out somewhere in town. Sonic is having these weird chili dogs where there's 2 hot dogs on the bun. And I guess Sonia gets her hair taken care of off screen or something. It's not clear.
Also, that Dango dude who, like, followed in after them, like, got her all wet, and she got mad and, like, attacked him.
She revealed her newest attack, which is Sonia Spin.
Making a tornado, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I think that power has been established before, but, like...
It might have. Yeah.
It's only come up, like, maybe once.
I can never remember what these people can do.
Like, Manic takes Sonic and Sonia to their cribs, and Manic talks about how he wants to stay here and live forever. But Sonic says they can't do that. They have to be the Sonic Underground. They mention this in, like, the prologue for this, the opening narration. They're called the Sonic Underground. The in the title. I guess that's their band.
Yeah, I guess that's the band's name. I guess
that's why the show's called Sonic Underground. Why
did Sonic?
I don't know why, but
why did Sonic get to be the lead?
He's the most important.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that matters.
He's the one with the guitar.
Oh, it's true. He is the one that was given guitar.
Yeah.
The guitarists just be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They have no bass.
Yeah, it's like Sonic with a double-headed guitar, Sonia with a keyboard, and Manic on drums.
As we can tell with every single song on the show, they have no vocalist either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what their mom is there for.
Oh, yeah.
She's the mystical fourth member who's supposed to be the vocalist.
Mm-hmm. Wait, they're the vocalists. They all sing in Double D's voice. Oh,
they sure do.
They need to get Alina in so they have someone who's actually good at singing.
It's just a band full of fucking Ringos.
And speaking of bands and music, they decide to go to, like, a gazebo and play a song called I Found My Home.
I thought something was gonna happen at the gazebo. I thought this is where it was gonna happen, where, like, the mayor revealed herself to evil. That doesn't happen.
Well, something did happen at the gazebo. They sang a song about how this is Manic's home, and then they wasted their powers.
Yeah. They fucking waste their powers!
Yeah, there's, like, visual representation of, like, Manic's spikes turning into birds, and Manic has a baby in a crib. It's so weird. Like,
I was having a slight, not out-of-body experience, but a weird feeling watching this, because I've been watching, Gengetsuo, which is anime Count of Monte Cristo, and the anime also just has a motif about, like, 2 birds just kind of flying away to represent you feeling homesick. And then I was watching this and I was like, oh damn, is Manic the Count of Monte Cristo? Am I watching Gengetsuo right now? That would actually be fun.
Yeah. And when they finish their song, Robotnik's military forces show up with, like, big war tank trucks. I guess they're like APCs. And Sleet's leading them, and he says they're here to collect all the taxes that they owe from the last time they showed up.
And they're like, we don't use money. How can we pay taxes? And he's like, we'll just take all your shit that looks like it's worth anything.
Yeah. He does, like, a sort of technically colonialism, reverse colonialism. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Kind of, I guess. No, I don't.
I guess it's just a colonialism.
I don't know what these people are.
Yeah. I don't know. It just had colonialism energy.
Yeah.
And, like, he, like, rips off her like, key to the city, I guess, that shows that she's mayor and says she's been impeached.
She's been impeached.
And they're like, please, Sonic, Sonia, Manic, do something. And they're like, sorry, our medallions are drained from doing that song.
Sorry, you got impeached without a trial or anything.
Mm-hmm. And they just go around taking anything valuable, or the robots.
Including Sonic and Sonia's cribs, but not Manic's, I guess, for some reason.
What? I didn't realize they left behind Manic's.
Yeah.
Because he's the dirty trash child.
I thought they were going to do something with that, like Manic being like, oh, they didn't even want my crib or something. I don't know, but it looked like they didn't take it.
Right. And then for the piece de resistance, they take the big power stone, and when they do it, the whole place goes dark.
Everything starts dying, like all the plants start dying, and the mayor's like, isn't the mayor named like Winnie or something? Because she's a horse.
Like Winningham.
Yeah, she's a horse.
She is a horse.
Sorry, she's like, oh no, we have to get that power crystal thing back because otherwise this place will fall apart, I guess.
Yeah, the city literally just begins dying the moment it's taken away.
Yeah. And they establish that Mobodoon is Mobodoomed.
We got him.
Yeah. Manic says he's willing to leave Mobodoon if it means saving it. So they go to deal with this whole thing. Sonic intercepts the whole, like, weird war tank convoy.
He, like, puts a tree, he, like, makes a tree in their way.
Yeah.
And they're like, why aren't we going past the tree? And it's because Sonic pops his little head out. And they, like, start ramming into the tree, and they, like, ram into each other.
Yeah,
That's one
weird.
Strong tree.
Yeah, and he then, like, stacks up a bunch more trees to, like, keep them from actually moving.
Yeah, that's why. Duh.
Yeah. Manic, like, tells Sonia and Sonic to give him their medallions. And there's this weird line where it's like, how do you know... So Sonia asks, how do you know you're not going to sell these? And he says, you don't.
First of all,
joke.
Sonia, that's your brother. Second of all, man, why would you sell them?
Yeah. They're literally the source of your superpowers.
Who would he sell them to?
I don't know.
Bad guys. He would betray them.
I'm imagining Manic running all the way back to town and being like, hey.
I'm imagining him trading them in at a GameStop for $10.
He sees what he can get for them at Guitar Center.
Yeah. He buys like an Xbox 360 game with the credit.
Good for him.
So
I feel like the whole thing is like, oh, Manic and Sonia butt heads because they're very different people, and Sonic is the mediator. But like, it's just, I just don't care about
yeah.
So I can't feel this tension at all.
Yeah. Manic, like, goes into the convoy, gets to the big crystal. He, like, puts their medallions on it or something, and there's, like, a big boom, and I thought he blew it up, but he didn't.
Me too!
He just, like, attuned.
Like, oh no, he blew up the crystal thing.
Oh no!
Yeah, I guess he, like, attuned it to the medallion so they'd be at full power or something.
Oh, and he couldn't do this before. Specifically, like, because they mentioned it. They brought it up in case someone tried to poke holes in this idea. I don't know why. Because the mayor is like, oh no, that would have destroyed the town if you tried to do it within the city. So I was like, I guess it exploded to show that it wouldn't have worked in the city.
I
But
guess.
it was just like a very weird, like, haha, you can't poke holes in this. And I'm like, I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Like.
Yeah, so they save the day. They get the crystal back. Let's see. I think Sleet like turns Dingo into a baseball and throws him into the fog wall, but that doesn't mean much because he doesn't actually do anything. Sonic finds him before he can.
I was hoping you would turn him into a weird football baby again, and
yeah,
to like show that like, oh, they do this all the time.
I wish they should do it. It's a masterful. It's a flawless plan. They should do it more often.
Well, we know the not evil mayor would definitely just adopt a random baby. God, this episode should have actually been them trying to convince the mayor that Dingo is not a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he should have just had his own crib and everything. He's, like, stealing things from them the whole time.
Oh my god.
That would have been... Yeah, that's, like, classic.
Like, come on.
Wait, that's not a good guy. That's not
just,
that's
that baby is
just
evil.
know, this is your fourth sibling, guys. It's the fourth baby. Do you guys not remember?
Yeah. So... They save the day, they get the crystal back. They talk to, like, Mayor Winningham if they've seen their mom, and she says that she passed by recently and wished them a happy birthday.
Yeah, she passed by while they were taking care of the bad guys.
She also says, oh yeah, also I almost forgot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
she's
why
evil.
Didn't she stay? Why didn't you ask her to stay?
She's evil.
Why did...
She doesn't want the monarchy to return, actually.
Forget?
Oh,
that's
good.
actually a good thing, though.
Yeah,
that's a good
she's
thing.
trying to keep the monarchy out of the town as long as possible. She's like...
Yeah. She's actually a good guy.
She's like, oh, yeah, I'll definitely pass on that information to your kids. You should get going now, though.
Mobodoon is a sovereign nation and should be respected.
She's keeping it that way.
Yeah. So, after some whole, like, rigmarole, Manic decides to go with his siblings. He'd rather be with them than, like, live in the safe, dimension zone.
Yeah, I guess the whole thing is, like, and Sonic brought this up before, that it was, like, not an adventure, and, like, you know, the implication being like, oh, it's safe, so it's boring, or whatever. But I'm like...
Right.
And, like, me, who would like that, you know, maybe I'm just being like, well, I'm projecting, and I want to be in a nice place like that. But it's like, why did he even want to stay there in the first place if he was like, I want to go on an adventure?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, like, if he, like, what made him consider it? I mean, I guess it's because he was like, oh, people loved me here. But I'm like, your mom's not here. You're looking for your mom. That's who loved you. That's who the person who loved you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While you were here. Like, I don't... I know this is Sonic Underground. I don't know why I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, there was no thing. That's why I thought the mayor was going to be evil, too. Because I was like, then they would have been like, oh, we can't stay here because, like, it's actually more fucked up than it looks like.
I mean, yeah.
But it's like, no. He's just leaving because he's like, oh, well, the whole thing is like, oh, it's supposed to be nice because he's like going with his siblings or whatever. He's like, my home is with you guys. And it's like, yeah, okay, but like, why'd you even want to stay there in the first place?
Right.
What made you change your mind? Nothing changed about this place.
It's just like...
Yeah.
Nothing changed about you. You didn't have this big realization until the very end. There was no, like, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
The whole episode has the setup of like, oh, he decides to stay because he can't see this town as evil, and the others are like, hey, bro, something's not right here. And he's like, well, no, this is the only place that's ever understood me. I want to stay. And then it turns out to be like a Robotnik ploy or something. No, it's just a nice city. Mm-hmm. Why are they here?
It's just a nice place.
Yeah. So, yeah, the episode ends with Sonic throwing the dingo baseball at Sleet. The end. Okay. Let's read some asks. I sent out some, a few hours before we recorded. I think we got responses, but I think I should try to do it the night before. So, we have one question on Twitter from Jasmine Marsh at Pidmon, who asks, well, first she comments, he's just ballin', in response to this gif of the baby football.
Baby dingo.
Yeah.
It's weird because he has a football because he has the little
Yeah.
the little
He has
stitching.
Yeah.
But he's also a baby.
Mm-hmm. Jasmine asks, what cartoon plots would you put into a serious setting if you had the ability to change shape like that? Huh. I don't know why, but I am thinking of what if Kyle XY got his body swapped with I don't know, Josh or Lori or something?
Absolutely.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't had a body swap episode yet. I don't know how they do it, but I feel like they would try.
Yeah.
I think I looked at the episodes in the future and I did not see any of them talking about body swapping.
Kyle, why?
I can't think of cartoon plots right now for some reason.
How about an episode of I'm thinking of a show my brain's just jumping to Breaking Bad for some reason, but an episode of Breaking Bad where they have to shrink down and to go into I don't know, Jesse's body to kill the evil mess cells.
That's how they stop the cancers. They go inside.
They go inside Walt's body and shoot the cancer.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, this is the Breaking Bad Magic School Bus reboot. Instead of the weird, disgusting one we got, it's just Breaking Bad and they're going in to fight the cancer cells in Walter White's body.
And then the show is just Walter White teaching chemistry lessons on his magic meth RV.
Yeah, it's him teaching how to make drugs on his magic meth van.
I mean, Miss Frizzle would probably...
Miss Frizzle would love teaching chemistry on a magic meth van.
Yeah, for sure. I do, now that I'm thinking about Magic School Bus now, though, I'm thinking about just what show would work better if you were blasted into space or turned into fish at a breeding ground or something. Then I'm just
Captain Planet.
Now I'm thinking about Riverdale Magic School Bus.
Oh, that would be good.
That's not a serious show, but it's trying to be serious. So I'm it is, it's trying to be a serious show. So and sometimes I hear about stuff that happens in Riverdale, and I'm is this a cartoon?
The thing about this is none of us can figure out a better version of the Warg of the Weeks that happen on PGOT. Because that's basically what those cartoon plots are. You warg into the shit that floats through the sewer that wargs into a bird or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess Game of Thrones would have good, warg plots.
Game of Thrones would have, extremely funny, because there's just, so serious. And just, turning into a baby football in Game of Thrones.
Let me see. that's
There's
it for
strange
Twitter
magic.
questions. Okay. So Keith the Mouse asks, please make up
this is on Discord.
Yeah, we're moving to Discord questions. Keith the Mouse asks, please make up the rules for a new sport where you transform your teammates into babies and throw them like footballs.
You have to make sure you never drop the baby.
Yeah.
Like, the football, like, can't be dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, tackled. Like, it can't be, like, actual football. You have to be
Yeah,
very delicate with the game.
Yeah. It's football for rogues, dexterity builds. You have to be...
Oh, no.
Devon? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh my god, I just fucking remembered. There's like... I've never played the game. I will someday, but in Yakuza 6 there is like this famous cutscene where they have to throw a baby like a rugby, like a football, over a bunch of goons. And I think that's what this is. Yeah, it's a big game of keep away where you're throwing around a baby.
Thank you, Yakuza.
Yeah, just make that real life. Just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yakuza is the only video game, actually.
I've never played it. Still.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Casey asks. Yeah, it's a... You should, if you get the chance, you should play it. Casey asks, what non-Olympic sport would you want to see the Sonic franchise take on? A la Mario Tennis and Strikers. And...
My god, I would love a Sonic Mario Tennis game. I loved Mario Power Tennis as a kid. I don't know why. I just had so much fun with it. Because, like, all the powers people had and all the, like, you know, I would want to play as, like, Bowser Jr. and, like, turn the ball into a paint thing, and then people had a hard time hitting it because there were 3 of them. Or, like... I would love a Sonic version of that.
Now, let us consider for a quick second. Sonic Volleyball.
Sonic Volleyball.
Sonic Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's like, it's full of like, just extremely homoerotic.
Between Knuckles, the world's best setter, and Sonic, the little one who runs fast.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be the tall? Is there anyone tall in Sonic?
Big.
Let's see.
Big the
Vanilla,
Cat?
Big the Cat. Yeah, probably Big the Cat. Big the Cat would be the tall. Maybe Dr. Eggman if you... For like a rival team.
Yeah.
Iron Wall of Eggman.
Oh no. I just imagined the tall when we were doing Sonic Dreams and the little chicken.
Oh, right.
The little ostrich-legged.
Oh, right.
Sonic OC as the tall.
Yeah, that's the tall. Nobody questions it. They're just part of the team.
No one talks to them either. Like, everyone kind of ignores them, but they are a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their name's something like Cyborg the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what am I thinking? There's like... Sonic Heroes has like a whole bunch of like talls. Well, 2 other talls. They've also got Vector the Crocodile and E123 Omega. Neither of whom I believe we've discussed before, but are there.
Oh, Iron Wall of E123 or whatever. I can't remember.
Yeah, E123 Omega.
Iron Wall of Omega.
Yeah. Let's see. Kitty Cat Herder, friend of the show Violet, asks, what specific era of music do you associate with better days? Caramel Donson.
Oh yeah, for sure, actually. Or the leak spinning song.
Oh, yeah. Experimental film by They Might Be Giants, but specifically the Homestar Runner music video of it.
The Crazy Frog. I mean, Jonas Brothers for me. I went through a big Jonas Brothers phase when I was like 13. So,
yeah.
you know.
You see, my answer is Curse because I did have a fun time when I was little, but because I'm a little country child who rode horses, I listened to a lot of country music when I was little. So I can't associate. I listened to a lot of country music when I was little.
You rode a horse?
Yeah, I ride horses.
Wow.
Unlocking lore.
Holy
shit.
I mean, that does explain your...
The Avatar? The Golurk fan art.
Admission, yeah.
Yeah, but I listened to a whole lot of, like, country music.
Golurk the person,
but now I'm just kind of like, this unlocks so many memories for me, but I'm also just kind of like, I'd rather not listen to this.
You're like, these memories aren't good, so I wouldn't say better days. You could just say your current music taste, honestly, because you could just be like, now is the better. Well, maybe not now. Pre-COVID's the better days.
Pre-COVID music taste.
2019.
Yeah. Oh wait, holy fuck! I just remembered. It's got to be the Undertale soundtrack. That's exactly what I felt like when I watched the Undertale concert.
There's like strange nostalgia for that, even though like I wasn't that young when I played and watched and was like really into Undertale, but like there still has that feeling.
It was like,
and part of that's probably because it's like kind of, I also associate like Mother 3 and stuff with like high school, so that might be part of it.
Yeah.
Paper Mario.
Also,
the Paper Mario soundtrack.
Oh yeah. I'm specifically thinking like Undertale because it was like it came out just a few months before 2016, so like those are some better days for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who would transform someone into a sports ball baby? Who would be the one transformed into a sports ball baby? And who would be the one hit in the head by the sports ball baby?
Do you mean the three of us?
We have to decide who's gonna be the ball baby.
I mean, my icon kind of looks like the sports ball baby, so that might be... It might have to default to me.
Haunting the sport ball baby.
Oh no. Oh no.
Now, which...
I have the Neopets Ferocious Neg as my Discord icon.
Alright.
That's actually what you get turned into.
Yeah, Morg gets turned into that. I think I think I throw it.
Yeah, I would be the I would be the fool who would hear like, "Hey, please catch my baby" in an extremely fake voice and be like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
Huh?
Just huh?
Yeah. Okay. James the Cat Girl asks, what do you want a TF gun to TF people into?
I
mean, I'm just gonna turn them into their persona, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was using my powers for good, it would just be turning people to their persona or OC of choice.
I would turn them in. Yeah, I would first be like, okay, what gender do you want? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to be your persona? Great, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to be, if it's someone for like, if it was for like evil purposes.
Yeah, I have to decide how I would use it for evil, though.
Hello?
I mean, we could be like that one Spider-Man villain who just wants to turn people into dinosaurs.
You know?
My cat was knocking on something. I thought someone was knocking on my door.
Your cat's trying to haunt you.
It's working.
What would I turn people if I was using my powers for evil? What thing is just wretched?
You'd turn them into a cop. No, but that would be dangerous.
Too many people would.
That would be dangerous for yourself.
Too many people would like
so
that. An unfortunate amount of people would enjoy that.
Oh no.
I'm just trying to think of like the most unpleasant mascot character, and I figured it out. It's those weird Happy Meal mascots that McDonald's was using for a couple of years.
You're not talking about like the regular McDonald's mascots like Grimace and stuff.
Are you talking about the hamburger? Burglar?
No, I'm talking about like there were these commercials and advertisements and stuff where there were like these off-brand minions shaped like Happy Meal boxes.
Oh no!
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I'd actually use it to turn it into the early 2000s where every like healthcare business or hospital just had that like stick figure with like a ball for a head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd turn everyone into that.
Or the like there's like a depression ball.
Oh yeah.
Like, sad like take this, ask your doctor about this medication for your depression.
I would actually just turn everyone into that one like weed commercial where it's just like a girl deflated onto like a chair. And like people are like, "Oh yeah, she smoked one doobie and now she's like this forever."
I'm thinking
I would turn
about
someone into a doobie.
I'm thinking about the Gushers commercials, and I guess they're gonna turn their heads into giant fruits.
I mean, there's a lot of like gross answers, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do.
Even
people.
the Gushers one's kind of a gross answer if you think too long about it. You're like, don't like this.
Yeah,
this is someone's into this, and I
would turn somebody into a football baby.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, I'd turn them all into football babies. All right, I think we're done with asks for now. So. Let me roll a die to decide what we will be talking about next week.
Can't wait to get Sonic Underground again.
Oh, huh. We got a 1, so next week we'll be talking about the Sonic and Knuckles half of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Hey!
Gaming!
Gamers! We get to see a funny Knuckles.
Fuck yeah. Alright. Let's take it to a close. I am Dan. You can find me at a lot of places, and you can find all those places at linktr.ee/big_challenges. From there, you can find my Twitter at biggerchallenge. You can listen to the other 2 podcasts I do. Pod of Greed, a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We are getting very close to the end of season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh GX. You can listen to the Sonic Shuffle, or wait, fuck, that's this one.
This is this one. Woo!
You can listen to Stranger's Fiction, an actual play podcast focused on one-shots. Another episode of our interstitial series went up recently. I play as Cosmic Kiryu in that. It's great. You can also visit... Oh! Last night I recorded an episode of Champs in the Making, a Pokemon Rankings podcast.
Oh, I cannot wait to listen.
Yeah.
Max told us about this.
Yeah. I was on with some other members of the Pod of Greed crew, Max, Argyle, Audrey, and we ranked a couple Pokemon. I did, in fact, I don't know if Max told you this or not, but I did consume an edible 45 minutes prior to recording.
No,
fantastic.
He did not tell me that.
Fantastic.
That's got to be an incredible listen.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a great listen. I don't know when that episode will be up, but you can listen to all the other episodes there too. And last but not least, you can visit at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. And let me check the schedule for the next one. Let's see. This will be going up on the 24th. And, I guess I could list a couple of things that will have passed by then, like Happy 420, Richard Nixon Death Day, Earth Day, and stuff that will... Actually, I'll list those other things later. It'll be closer to next recording.
Oh, so the greats.
Yeah, lots of greats. April's got a lot of great, fun holidays. Let's see, Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcast, Departure Lounge. I almost said a random list. Not Sonic Shovel. It is a Hunter x Hunter podcast. Airplane based one that I do with my friends Bryant and Callie. Actually, this might be out before this episode comes out. I'm actually not sure the processing order, but like, watch out for this. I'm gonna be on an episode of Wow, Cool Robot, because we're going to be doing Char's Counterattack, because Wow, Cool Robot finished Mobile Suit Gundam, which I was on, Zeta and Double Zeta, which it kind of finishes off with the Char's Counterattack movie. So we're all coming back to do it. And it's gonna be wild. Devon, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Groovin' Ghastly, and you can also find me on a Hunter x Hunter podcast called Goin' Will Hunting, where we have no theme except being unhinged and barely talking about Hunter x Hunter. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you can find us on noisepace.xyz. Oh, fuck. I meant... that, and you can visit us at Shuffle Sonic on Twitter, and from there, and in every episode description is a link to our Discord, where you can send questions, chat about Sonic if you want. But, yeah, anyways, noisepace.xyz, a Canada-based podcast incubator. There are a lot of wonderful shows that you can listen to there, including this time in our alphabetical reading, Giants Confirmed. Giants Confirmed is a They Might Be Giants podcast where leader of the network, Matt Ribeiro, and Trevor Ickrath go through all of the They Might Be Giants albums. And with that, as always, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
Sonic is the only blue life that matters.
And the only green life that matters is Manic.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I long for my children, but I have to wait. To act too soon could seal their fate.
They made a vow their mother will be